Good morning, beautiful souls. I am jumping on today to do a new moon reading for the week June the 27th. I'm Tami from Reiki Healing. I am an intuitive Reiki healer. I specialize in inner child healing and emotion code release. I am also an intuitive oracle card reader, and this is what I'm bringing forth today. So feeling into the energies that are coming through at the moment and what that might be bringing up for us. So as the light shifts on our planet and becomes lighter and the vibration becomes higher, it allows us to drop away any old limiting beliefs or wounds or traumas that are coming up for review. Everything's coming up for review. So just feeling into the energies and a little bit of guidance around how you can move forward with more ease, grace and flow. So a few cards popped out while I was just infusing the energy into them for this reading. So the first one that popped out of the Oracle of Essences was Hinoki. Organization, coordination. So this really speaks to the yin and the yang, and I want to say balance, but I also want to say harmony. So finding a harmonious flow within our lives between the feminine and the masculine energies. And I feel like we're really being called into this right now. In fact, we have been for years. So probably since, especially since 2020, we've kind of been given a bit of a shake up around connecting into our more feminine energies. And this is whether you're male or female, whatever, we all have these energies in us. And sometimes when we can be coming from our wounded feminine or our wounded masculine. So it's about tapping into this and discovering within ourselves what there is for us to heal. So the feminine energies are flow and just being and allowing and trusting. So trust is a massive one that's coming up for us to review. Like the opposite of trust is fear. So, and they can't coexist in our bodies at the same time. So what are you choosing? Are you choosing fear or you're choosing trust? Are you choosing fear or you're choosing love? And the masculine side is the more the systems, the go energy, the hustle and grind. But the healed masculine is actually more, it's structured, but it allows the space for just being and for connection and for, actually the wounded male has the healed male masculine energy has the ability to tap into their healed feminine energy. And what's beautiful about this is that, and this is within actually, whether you're female or male, when these are in this beautiful healed space, you're experiencing a harmonious flow between flowing and allowing, being structured and having a bit of system, and dropping back into allowing. So on a daily basis, like dropping into your self-connection, dropping into the heart space, connecting with unconditional love, connecting with joy and abundance, and then dropping into that allowing, which is the feminine, and allowing the manifestations to come to you, not pushing through, resisting, hustle and grind, trying. So even if you find yourself, so being really aware of our language and what we speak, because what we speak becomes our reality, and we can get really clear on what's going on the subconscious level when we listen to the language that we use and the words that we use. So if you are saying to yourself, I'm trying to meditate more, it's resistant. It's straight away resistance. I'm allowing meditation into my life more. So that has a different energy around it. So I feel like we're coming into an age where we don't need to hustle and grind in order to bring in these magical manifestations on a large scale. So letting go of needing to control the situation, letting go of needing to know exactly what's happening next. So this is the feminine, right? Trusting that what's coming next is beyond anything that you can possibly imagine. It's limitless. We live in an infinite universe. And in the quantum field, where all of our thoughts and emotions and feelings go, and then are reflected back to us by the universe, is just saying yes all the time. So that doesn't matter whether it's something that you actually desire or something that you've just rolling on repeat, whether it's a limiting belief or a pattern or family lineage pattern. So yeah, I feel like this is a call to bring that into balance, into this harmonious flow of masculine and feminine. And even within our relationships, like really, like it's not about the roles anymore. It's not about the man goes to work and provides and the woman stays home and is the housewife and the nurturer and the homekeeper. We can be both. We both can be both. And this is really important. So releasing roles, releasing expectations of who we are. Like, we need to be our authentic whole self, and our partner can be their authentic whole self, and then we can have this beautiful flowing energy between us. So that feels good. Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Beautiful, because we have just here in New Zealand had Matariki, which is the Māori New Year, and it's a really special time. It's finally being honoured, and the magic on that day, which was Friday, just gone, today's Monday, there was something in the air and it was magical. And so this is about a star. It's not a constellation, it's actually a cluster. And this is also known as the Seven Sisters, even though there's actually 9 stars. And these are Pleiadian. So this is beautiful that this card popped through, and the coming together, like this is where we're moving, right? Into oneness, into unity consciousness, into equanimity. So I am you, you are me. And recognizing that in every person that we meet, and really releasing the ego so that we can drop into a space of deep reverence of one another, no matter where you're from, no matter what the color of your skin is, no matter whether you live there or you live here, like just really, really honoring each and every human on this planet. And this is what is going to create this new earth and this harmony and the resolution. Even further than that, the evolution. Because as long as we're living in the separate mentality, we're always going to be separate. We're always going to be in comparison. We're always going to be in competition. We're always going to be fighting for power. So, in unity consciousness, there is no power struggles. We're all equal. We are all one. We are all, there is bits of me and you and me. And when we understand that, with that comes this deep compassion and love, like unconditional love. So yeah, really powerful. And this one also popped out, the sun. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. Oh my God, I'm so feeling this right now. I've watched the sunrise the last, 4 days in a row, and each and every one is always different. So on the morning of Matariki, I watched the sunrise with my beautiful partner, and my third eye was just pulsing like crazy, and I felt the energy of the sun. This morning, the colors in the sky were just, it was like there was these streams of light coming through the clouds. It was really, really magical. And even like tapping into that at the very beginning of every new day, like deep gratitude for being here. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow. So, wow, how magical is nature? How beautiful is this life? And it doesn't need anything external. It's just the sun. The sun always is. And even that in itself is magical. So really, really recharging from that beautiful sun, that life force energy. So connecting into life force energy on a daily basis. We are source energy, but we can intentionally connect into source energy on a daily basis. Watch your life change, literally. Everything is intention. So when we intend on connecting into source energy, into our heart space, into Mother Earth, it's this beautiful pillar of light and alignment, and you feel good no matter where you are and what you're doing. Everything becomes joyful and fun. And, you know, how much do we need to tap out of the seriousness of life? You know, life can be serious, you know, paying bills, going to work, being a mother or a father, you know, dealing with the challenges of daily human life. So how can we bring more joy when you're connected to your heart space? Like doing the dishes can be fun. You know, those mundane tasks can actually be fun, and you can drop into, you know, feeling textures and seeing textures and just reveling in the really, really simple things in life and what we have here on our planet. Like, we're so blessed. Yeah, so how can you play more? How can you bring more play into your life, whether it's within your relationships, whether it's with your children, whether it's within your work even? How can you just lighten up? Yeah. And, you know, without the need for an external source to get you to this state, how can I get to this state on my own? Like, tap into your inner child, into your imagination, into play, into art, into dance, into skipping, like whatever it is, just tap into the play. Okay, I'm going to pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. So I'm feeling quite a lot of heart energy coming through, and so in the energy that we're currently in, we are being called to expand our heart space, to open our heart to love, not only giving but receiving, which is quite often where people don't realize that they're actually blocking the receiving of love. So how can I expand my heart more? How can I open my heart to love? How can I drop into vulnerability? Yeah. Okay, a card for the collective. Work Your Light. Guidance, love and support for the collective. Mintucken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Beautiful. A lot of people, a lot of humans struggle with this along their path of having awareness of who you are and dropping into understanding yourself. Maybe you're empathic, maybe you feel others' energy, maybe you have always questioned why we're here, like what is the point, what is this human experience, and maybe not feeling like we belong, right? So and even within your relationships or with your groups of friends, within your family, you may feel like the black sheep. You may feel like, like you just don't belong. So really dropping into, once again, dropping into the heart space, breathing into the heart space, and understanding that you are here for a purpose. You are here alive on this earth right in this now moment for an absolute purpose, and it is a great one. And that purpose may be just being who you authentically are in every moment of your day, taking that into your work, no matter where you work. If you work at a cafe, if you work at the Foursquare or at the supermarket or at the service station, or if you're a healer, or if you hold sacred ceremonies, wherever you are you authentically being yourself? Are you connected to yourself, and you understand that you belong here at this time? So you may have memories of, or even just that deep longing of knowing that you have lived other worlds, other places, other lives. So that's why this might feel weird. It might feel strange being in a human body. So how can you connect to your body more? Like, are you living outside of your body? Especially light workers, we can tend to kind of be too in the astral realms and the higher frequency realms, rather than grounding here on this beautiful earth where we are, embodying our bodies. Connecting to both. So I feel like this is a message of just understanding that you're here. You are here on this earth. So there's an acceptance of that, and really tapping into your purpose here. Why am I here? Why did I choose to come here? We all have soul contracts, and we choose to come here for the learning and the growth and the evolution. And what an absolute gift it is to not only be here for this moment in time, but to be aware of why we are here. Like, that is phenomenal and amazing. And so if you resonate with being a light worker, even if you're not in the healing space for your work, know that you are healing people on a daily basis just by being the unique blueprint of energy that you are. That is special. That is amazing. Keep doing that. Keep dropping into the deeper authenticity of being who you truly are in every aspect of your life. Not just at home with your crystals and your cards and whatever else it is that you connect into at home, really taking that out into the world, because that is that's how the ripple effect happens. It ripples out into everything that we do and every person that we come in contact with. And it's powerful, and it helps people wake up, and it helps people have that self-realization. And whoa, that one just flew out. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Oh, wow, that's so beautiful. I love that. I love the beautiful Egyptian energy. And the sun, I feel like the sun is within this as well. So, what I was literally just saying. So moving into your true authentic self, rising above the darkness. Yes, we have all experienced really hard challenges within our lives, but we don't have to cling to that story, and we can release that energy. Sometimes we need help with that if it's going to a healer and doing the inner child work, or doing past life regression, whatever it is, or even just having a Reiki healing session and clearing the chakras and actually feeling lighter within yourself. So the light is here. The light is so here. Like, I can literally feel it every day. It is coming in stronger and stronger, and it's powerful. And if we acknowledge it and embody it and actually call it into our being, you will feel the difference. So I feel like this is actually a call this is a call around the limiting beliefs and the loop cycle that we play within our lives. So are you on this loop of, you know, same but different kind of thing? And, you know, you might keep getting different characters come into your play, but essentially they're playing the same role as the last kind of, you know, group. And so for us, this is about recognizing these patterns and rising above the lower vibration of these patterns of limiting beliefs. And the energy now is good for it. It's easy. Like if we take the steps and commit to ourselves, to our journey and to our growth, and actually saying, yeah, I'm not going to tell that story anymore. So if you find yourself telling the same story when you're out with friends and you tell the same story over and over again, maybe it's a past story or whatever it may be, like making sure that you're not continuing to create your reality from that old story, from the past. Because a lot of us live in the past and we continue to run that program and that belief and that story, and then that's what we continue to create more of, because what we believe, what we speak, and what we feel is what becomes. So, you know, this is the law of attraction, and as I said before, the universe will always say yes. So if that's the case, what am I truly asking for? Am I asking for more relationships that become stagnant, or become abusive, or become unbalanced, you know, where you drop into these roles or the codependency starts happening? So how can I move to a higher level of understanding around releasing the limiting belief that is there, you know, like the roles we play. We don't need to play roles. We can just be our authentic self. So, and yeah, oh, that's beautiful. I feel like another one from this deck. So this is the Keepers of the Light deck from Kyle Gray, the beautiful cards. I'm just going to ask for another beautiful card for love, support, and guidance for the highest and greatest healing of the collective today. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Well, this literally flows on, as it always beautifully does. So that connection into the heart space, that deep soul connection with yourself is what we're being called to on it. Like, I literally ask every single client to do this, and a lot of them are afraid to do this. A lot of them are like, that sounds really scary, to sit with myself and my thoughts. And it is a practice, and it is imperative that you do it on a daily basis. We are malleable beings. Our brain is able to be reprogrammed. So, you know, while this connection to ourselves doesn't feel natural at first, it feels hard, it feels like it may never happen, it is there and it is available to us, but we have to put in the effort. We have to be committed to ourselves, and this is on a daily basis. If you've got habits that you have formed within your life, you know that this habit was formed through doing this on a regular basis, whether it was daily, whether it was weekly, whether it was monthly. So we can intentionally create habits that create connection, that bring us to ourselves, so that we can allow our intuition and our higher self to drop in with the magic, with the so that you always know, so you don't have to externally grasp for answers. It's all within you. And to trust your inner voice is to trust the universe. To trust your inner voice is to trust self. To trust your inner voice is to trust each and every person outside of yourself as well. Because when we have trust within, we have trust without. Yeah? So, as within, as without. As above, so below. It's all connected. And so really, yeah, I really want to, this is literally just breathing into your heart space on a daily basis for 5 to 10 minutes, a couple of times a day. And just allow the thoughts to come in and flow out, come in and flow out. And don't hold on to or attach to any thoughts. There's no need to create stories from the thoughts. Just allow them to flow in and flow out. Come back to your breath. And eventually it gets to the point where the thoughts slow down, where they might not be so negative anymore. And your intuition can start popping in with beautiful ideas or creations or visions, or even just telling you where to go, or opportunities that might flow from that. Whew. Okay. Do the thing that scares you. If it feels scary to connect with your inner being on the most deepest level, then do it. It's your soul calling you forward to yourself. And there's so much beauty within that, and so much power, because you become your own creator. You co-create with the universe, and you step out of the busyness of the world, and even within the chaos of the world, you can still find calm, and that is so, so important. Literally, like anxiety, it's disconnection from self. So the more we connect in and know who we truly are, and accept who we truly are, and embody who we truly are, anxiety cannot reside if there's deep connection. Okay, 2 have come out. Actually, these are both beautiful. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. This is another thing that I've been saying to many clients, and this actually ties in with the feminine and masculine, because there's so many women that are in their masculine, and they are hustling and grinding, and they're pushing, and they're trying, and they're coming up against all this resistance, and they may have hardened, and this was absolutely me, hardened throughout the experiences in life that have been challenging, that have been traumatic and abusive on many levels, and this has created heart walls, right? So we've put these shields up because we have to protect ourselves. We have to protect everything, right, in order to feel safe. But when we come out of that, and when we actually heal the trauma, we no longer have to protect ourselves from those unsafe situations. We now have the ability to acknowledge that we're not broken. We have experienced some stuff, and are we willing to learn from that and grow from that, and actually soften the heart, and soften the jaw, and soften everything within our body, right? When I feel the jaw, and I can feel it now. So, if you're feeling a tight jaw and you're feeling like you're clenching, soften, breathe into the heart space, and soften the face, soften the body, soften the shoulders, and see where, and as you soften, see how that flows to the rest of your body. Softening into your feminine energy, connecting to your yoni, or if you're a man, connecting to your penis and your, like, it's really important that we do connect to ourselves on this level, because it is safe. It's safe to soften into who you truly are and trusting the process. So, like, I have heard people on Instagram and, social media saying, we're all broken. No, we're not. We are all perfectly whole and complete. We've experienced stuff. We've experienced challenges and traumas, and we have the ability now to move through these. The energy is good for it. We have an abundance of people out there of love and support that we can actually reach out to, and trusting the process, trusting that you are always guided on your path no matter where you end up. Once again, trusting is so very important. And the next one is we are nature. Being grounded, embodiment, and living in connection. I don't think it can get any more clearer than what the message that is coming through. This is connection to Mother Earth as well. I was talking about this on Saturday night with some beautiful girlfriends about actually giving back to Mother Earth and, connecting in a couple of us Reiki healers and like actually giving the earth Reiki healing, because, I ground into Mother Earth every day and ask for her love and support and guidance, and for that to come up from Mother Earth into my being. And so it's really important that I give back. And, I do this when I walk up our beautiful Mount Maunganui, Mauao, and I connect to this beautiful big tree that's there, and I connect my energy to the tree, and I imagine us connected and this beautiful energy flowing around us. And the embodiment of that is really, really important for us moving forward, because we insulate ourselves from the world through our shoes, and particularly it's winter here in New Zealand, and, we are in shoes, and then we're in cars, and then we're in offices, and then we're in our home, which is also insulated. So it's really important that we are connecting in on a daily basis. So connecting into self, connecting into Mother Earth, connecting to Source, and embodying that. And you'll find that with that embodiment comes this calm and this deep reverence of trust and love and joy. I'm going to pull one more from here it is. I haven't had this one before. This is kind of cute. Melissa. This is from the Oracle of Essences. So shift in equilibrium. Oh, wow. There's so much nature in this photo in this card. In this beautiful image. So it's got the fairy there. This feels like it's talking about the shift that we're currently going through. So the shift of the planet, if you hadn't noticed, we are going through a massive awakening, and we are shifting we're having like this massive review of all of our values, of all of our morals, of all of our belief systems that have been running our subconscious for our entire lives. And this is an opportunity. Are you ready to shift? Are you ready to shift out of the old and into the new? Are you ready to find that equilibrium, which is what I've just been talking about, like finding that calm and that that space of deep trust and knowing and connection. And when we feel that within ourselves on a daily basis, we don't need to question or to ask others for the answers or Yeah, so how are you handling the shift? I feel like this is a beautiful time for self-inquiry. How am I actually handling this shift in the world on a global scale, you know? So, and I'm not talking about you know, current events or what's happening in the world, because really what we are, when we connect into that connection with ourselves, what's happening out there is happening out there. That's fine. Let it be. But don't buy into the energy of it, because that will take you down into that energy straight away. So this is about holding your own frequency and then reverberating that out into the world to create more of that. Okay, so I get asked this, or I get asked this all the time, like, but then you don't know what's going on in the world. I know, I can feel it, but I choose to focus on my energy so that I can be the best version of myself for each and every person that I come into contact with, for each and every client that I work with, so that I can help heal on a collective. Because every time something comes up for me to inquire about in my on my path, I'm understanding that actually it's far deeper than me. It is on a collective scale. So if you're wondering why maybe there's a pattern or a program that you feel like you have worked on before, and you're like, I thought that I had dealt with these mum wounds or these dad wounds, or I thought that I had dealt with this, just drop into it and allow the release of whatever the emotions are that are there, and actually allow for the release on a deeper collective level, because maybe you're actually clearing on a collective level as well. Maybe that is your role to be playing here. So understanding that a lot of us have that role, and accepting it and not feeling like it's a burden, actually just understanding the power that we have to actually, what we focus on is what we create. So if we focus on war, then we're creating more war. If we focus on love, we're creating more love and connection and growth and evolution. So what are you focusing on? Where is your focus? And how are you handling the shift? How are you handling change? Because we're also going through these massive amounts of change constantly, and we're upgrading, and we're dropping beliefs, and we're creating new beliefs, and we might have things dropping away, like friends, and family might be becoming more distant, and letting go of the ego that wants to hold on to everything, or letting go of, you know, belief systems like people pleasing. What will they think of me? But what's the opinion of X, Y, and Z? Okay, it's none of their business. Okay, it's none of your business what somebody else's opinion of you is. It's your business. What is your opinion of you? And are you taking responsibility for your actions and your reactions, and who you are and who you show up in this world as? So that feels really beautiful. I offer intuitive personal readings, so they can be online or in person, and I do Reiki intuitive healing, and I also do a different session which is Reiki inner child healing. Really, really powerful for shifting those limiting beliefs, those niggly beliefs that you can't seem to move through. The inner child healing is so powerful. We literally shift and change the energy, and then you watch your life transform. It's really, really powerful work. So if you're interested, if you need help with anything that I have talked about today, please get in touch. I would love to connect with you and help you on your path. So have a beautiful day, and connect in with yourself. You've got this.